If you're trying to learn Hebrew and you're using just Duolingo, it's not going to make you fluent. Listen, Duolingo is great, but I'm going to show you the apps that I used and how to use them correctly to get fluent in Hebrew in about 8 months to a year. It's okay if it takes you longer. It's okay if it takes you shorter. That's not what's important. What's important is let's learn the right way to learn Hebrew so we're not wasting our time. Now, quick disclaimer, I lost my voice a little bit, so that's why I sound like this. And also, before we jump into it, I want to do a quick Hebrew practice session with you guys. אז אני רוצה לספר לכם על השרשרת שלי, כי היא ממש יפה, ואני בדיוק קניתי אותו. הזהב שאתם רואים פה, זה עשוי מטילים מכיפת הברזל, והכסף זה עשוי מטילים מחמאס, וזה פשוט משמעותי, החוש הקשוקה, ואני אוהבת אותה. אז אם אתם גם רוצים לקנות אותו, זה כאילו לא ממומן, it's not sponsored, אני פשוט אומרת שזה אחלה שרשרת, ויש להם גם עוד תכשיטים, אז אני אשים את הקישור לאינסטגרם או לאתר שלהם בתיאור למטה. טוב, מקווה שניסיתם להבין, כי חשוב גם לתרגל כל הזמן את ההבנה. Immersion is super, super important. But let's get into what we came here for, right? The best apps to use to learn Hebrew. None of these apps are sponsored. All of them are free, except AnkiDroid for Apple users. Sorry, guys. What can I say? Switch to Samsung. No, I'm kidding. I actually might switch to iPhone. But anyway, let's start with HelloTalk. So it's an app that lets you talk to native speakers in their language, and because they are trying to practice yours. So you guys speak in each other's languages and help each other out. It's really, really, really helpful. They also have mini games for learning vocabulary. But their biggest help, especially in the beginning, is that, first of all, you can send messages regular on text. But what I would recommend and what I think is the most important and biggest benefit of this app is that you can send voice messages to each other, and then the app lets you click the voice message and either transcribe it in the language that you're learning. So for example, an Israeli sends me a voice message and he's talking like super fast and super thick accent, and I'm like, what are you saying? I don't understand a thing. So you can click the voice message and transcribe it in Hebrew, or you can translate it into English. That way you can see the difference of the Hebrew and the English. And you can learn, what the words mean. It even lets you click the word and see what it means. And then from there, you can also have phone calls. You can have video calls. You can switch to WhatsApp if you want to get off the app. And I actually made a lot of friends through this app. I met my Druze friend through this app and went to a Druze village in the north of Israel, which was one of the most amazing experiences of my entire life. I've met friends in Jerusalem from this app, and they teach me so much. They taught me so much about the culture of Israel, and they continue to send me music and shows, and I got into Beitar Yerushalayim thanks to them, and I actually went to a Beitar Yerushalayim game with them. So yeah, this is an amazing app. There are some people who are super weird, some people who are interesting, but most of the Israelis are really, really down to help you. Now, if you feel like your Hebrew is not to the level where you can speak it yet, I'll say that I feel you. So these next apps are what's going to help you. And as soon as you start getting a basic understanding, though, a basic grasp of the language, you can start talking. Because, for example, you can go look up YouTube videos on basic phrases in Hebrew, and then basic ordering phrases, basic introducing yourself for conversation phrases, and then go straight to the app to practice. You shouldn't just watch a video and then not do anything with it. But this is how you're going to start building the levels of fluency, where you have the foundation and now you're just adding vocabulary on top. So to get this basic, watch YouTube videos or use this app that I'm about to say, and then you got to start speaking with it. You got to start speaking with it. And this is such a good app, and it's free. It's so, so helpful. And even you have to pay for this, but you could even meet people in your area who speak that language and then go meet up in real life. But obviously be careful, but it's a great app. Next is AnkiDroid. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a spaced repetition software. So for flashcards. So you put in the flashcard deck, or you find one, or you make one. And when you do that, it will give you, based on how many cards you said, I think you did about 20 a day, maybe more, maybe 30. It's going to give you flashcards to learn words. And then it's going to repeat those flashcards when your brain is about to forget it most. And this is based on neuroscience of how your brain stores and forms memories. over time, like long-term memory. And so it's a really, really helpful tool. And it's what most helped me in my language journey to learn the words and phrases, and something that was really took a lot of time, but it was so helpful. So listen, it's a little annoying, it's a little inconvenient, but if you're serious about learning, really do this. Anytime you find like a phrase that you don't know, or a word that you don't know that is going to be helpful or you're going to use a lot, put it into a Anki deck. Make an Anki deck for these things and put it with the audio as well, or screen share screen record your phone, or just take your phone and click the record audio button and record the audio from your computer, from whatever you hear someone saying it, I don't know how, and put it into the deck, and then go through that deck as well on top of the vocabulary. This was a huge, huge help for me. I used to watch YouTube videos and stop the videos literally so often to be able to capture those phrases that I wanted. And then later, when I'm with Israelis and I'm in conversation and I bring that phrase out, they get so shocked and happy. And they're like, how do you know that? Or, oh my God, you sound Israeli. Yeah, because this is how I learned. I learned from actual Israeli Hebrew conversations instead of just memorizing vocab or textbooks. And this is also how you're going to teach your brain to recognize the grammar and the patterns without having to study so hard the textbooks and the rules and everything. And because our brains are pattern recognition software, literally. If you don't want to pay the cost of it on iPhone, you can also use Quizlet. I'm not sure if Quizlet is spaced repetition software, but it's also really good for flashcards. And I have a flashcard deck with the words 625 most common used words in a language, because as I said in another video, 75% of a language of daily conversation is made up of the 1,000 most common used words. So if you nail those, you're going to be at a very high fluency level already. And it's going to be much easier to build from there and to have conversations and to have fun and to learn the language and just to become a Hebrew speaker. But, oh, my voice. Oh my God. I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. But I got to show up for you and help you learn Hebrew every single week. So we're doing what we got to do. Yeah. AnkiDroid. So I'm having trouble sharing those. Until then, though, Teach Me Hebrew has almost all, like a really, really comprehensive deck. It's almost all the same. So use the Teach Me Hebrew deck. I think it even comes with audio, but you have to go through and add it to each card. You can also use 4vo. It's a website where you can search the word in Hebrew and it will show you an Israeli native saying that word in their accent. That way you learn the accent as well. So find that deck in the meantime. If not, use Quizlet. I think that deck is available on Quizlet as well. Okay, next app is called Glossika. So once you have the basic vocabulary, Glossika is going to teach you basic sentence structure and basic vocab and basic phrases that you're going to use on the day-to-day that you're not going to find in entertainment, because it's going to teach you things like, I have to take my car to the mechanic, I spilled hot water on the floor. Nobody's going to be saying that when you're doing your immersion using YouTube videos or using Israeli rap. So Glossika is really helpful to be able to start integrating Hebrew into your life and to learn the basics and the foundation. And because it gives you sentence structures and it also uses spaced repetition, you're going to start learning the grammar, and it helps with pronunciation. So start out slowly but surely. You're going to increase. I would recommend starting with the lowest basic amount you can do in the learn new items and in the review. And do that every single day. Do it on your commute. Do it on the subway. Do it when you're walking between classes. Do it when you're cooking breakfast or cooking dinner. It doesn't take that long even. And you could do it more, if you want more intense practice, you could do the version where you're not doing listening only, you're doing like full practice. Okay, so far we have HelloTalk, AnkiDroid, and Glossika. Next one I'm going to do is actually Duolingo. Now listen, you're not getting fluent from Duolingo like I said in the beginning. However, Duolingo is fun. They use a lot of principles for retention and attention based in neuroscience and triggering dopamine. And while I don't like those things usually for social media, I think using them towards a goal is really helpful. And so if you're going to use them to learn a language, then go for it. It's so funny. Every time I see my Duo bird dying on the screen or red angry at me like it's going to murder me and hide me in the trunk, I laugh, it's fun. Some days I would come home, it would be a really long day, it would be a really hard day. I just would not want to do my Hebrew. My motto for that was, you must do something every single day. I don't care what, I didn't care what, I just had to make progress every day, because the whole thing about language is that it's momentum. And if I'm going to stop, I'm going to stop the next day. Even if I stop one day, I didn't make momentum that day, I'm not learning. It takes so slow already. Just just make the progress that day. I'm telling you. So some days I would come home, I would literally just Duolingo a full circle and then do some scrolling on Instagram in Hebrew. And some days you just need it. Now listen, a lot of other days I was doing hard practice. I'm not saying do this every day, but it's a good app. It's a good app. So go on Duolingo. You'll learn some new vocab that way, and it's fun. But it's I didn't use it often. Okay, I didn't have a streak or anything. So keep that in mind. To what level, I'm recommending the Duolingo. Finally, I'm gonna recommend Immersion, which is something that I cannot stress enough. All these things I cannot stress enough because I'm only giving you guys the tips that really help me. But whatever. Immersion is how you're going to be able to learn the language, just start understanding it, start speaking it, start getting involved in it. So find Instagram reels and creators and accounts in Hebrew, and then go through and learn and just make that become your algorithm. Make your algorithm become that language, because then you're going to interact with it every day, even if you're just going online. And YouTube as well. I have a lot of YouTuber recommendations. Immersion is how you're going to teach your brain to recognize it. And that's how we learned languages as a kid. You just plop yourself into that environment, or you didn't plop yourself, but you were plopped into that environment. You heard it all around you, and your brain started slowly but surely putting together what people are saying and then the meaning behind what they're saying. And so you got to do the same thing. So go on YouTube, watch shows, go on Instagram, I use YouTube Music, don't be judging me, but go on your music listening platform and find music in Hebrew. And then, translate it also. Don't just blindly watch. Translate it, learn the words. Yeah. And then finally, the last recommendation is not actually an app, but if your Hebrew is starting to be intermediate level, something that I did that really helped is to change my entire phone to Hebrew. It can be a little bit annoying, especially when things come up that are important. For example, I was in Israel when I ran attack, and the alerts came up in Hebrew, and I didn't understand the language around alerts yet because I'd never been in that situation before, and I didn't know what they wanted me to do because I didn't understand the Hebrew, because I had never seen those Hebrew words before. So I was so confused, like, why is my phone making these noises with all these sounds and So I just asked someone, and they explained it to me. But, it could be annoying if you have some official message or some things that you want to get around, and now you have to go screenshot and translate it, or you have to search and translate it, but it's worth it. You're going to learn a lot from it. And I've had my phone in Hebrew for months already. I don't think I'm ever going to change it back to English, to be so honest with you. I will say one thing that's super fun, but a bit frustrating at first, is that it's going to flip everything, because Hebrew is read and written the opposite way from English. So your Instagram is going to be flipped, your WhatsApp's going to be flipped, your messages are going to come up on the other side. But listen, sometimes you got to add some spice to life, you got to make life a little interesting. Flip your world upside down. Why not? This is what we're doing. We're opening ourselves up to adventure and exploration and growing and becoming smarter, cooler people. So on that note, that's the end of the video for today. הגענו לסוף הסרטון. תודה רבה. סליחה שאני נשמעת כמו גבר. Also, one more important thing. If you want to go to Israel for free, yes, for free. I know all of you Jews were like, started paying attention right now. I have a link in my description, which will get you onto Birthright Israel. That link expires at the end of March. So hop on it. Taglit Birthright Israel is the best thing I've ever done. I've also staffed 3, and we'll be staffing another one this summer. It's an amazing trip. You're going to meet lifelong friends. I'm still in touch with so many of mine. You're going to have crazy adventures that you never otherwise would have had in the desert, in the north, in the centers of Israel. Learn about history, learn about culture. So that's in the description. It's if you're between the ages of 18 to 26, and you can do it from all around the world. If you want to learn Hebrew, that's what I'm here for. I literally got you. Subscribe to this channel. I post literally every single week. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Same time, same place. Oh, one more thing. If you have something specific you want help with, or that you're struggling with, leave a comment below, because many of my videos are just the results of your guys' comments. So yeah, okay, bye.